Um, well, dude, if I could stay in quarantine, I would. Like, just let me stay home. I'll have everything delivered. I don't ever want to leave if I don't have to. I
Man,
mean, I like being home.
hey, look, I just started working again, and I'm
How's
working
that
from
working?
home, which is nice. But man, just collecting unemployment checks and doing shitty YouTube videos, fucking
Dude, it's
fresh is
awesome. What
working
more could you
so
want?
much better than working in real life. All right, we're recording. We're live.
Sweet. How does my background look?
About as bad as my background looks. It's at a weird time of day, so I'm getting all this weird lighting. So it's tough to I'm right
Mm.
next to a whole huge thing of windows, and I'm trying to not make myself look like this is a hostage.
Yeah. Is this all right? Oh, dude, what about those Redskins, huh?
You see that?
Yeah.
This is
Dude,
gonna be the
it's
like all the woke people are gonna be mad at me for wearing Redskins gear.
so what's their name gonna be now?
Something lame. I was kind of hoping that they would call them the Code Talkers.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's next level. You don't know anything about that.
I don't.
I didn't come up with that. That was something I heard on Bob Costas. But if you
Mm.
Google it and school yourself a little bit, apparently in World War II, we brought a whole bunch of Navajo Indians and other tribe Indians came in so that they could
Mhm.
speak, and nobody would know what they were saying because they didn't have Native Americans in Germany and stuff like that.
Crazy.
There we go. You like how
Dude,
patriotic I am?
little history lesson. I'm
Little
always
history
up
lesson
for
for you,
it.
but I know they're gonna do some dumb shit like the wolves. There's never been a fucking wolf in DC ever. Wolves
Yeah.
or the city of DC, so that's gonna anger me a little bit.
And maybe they could go to really get controversial and be the Washington Bullets again.
That would be awesome. We're not the murder capital anymore. There's no reason to not go back to that.
Yeah. I saw something about naming them the Hogs or Washington No Names.
You're never gonna get a woman, especially if she's 10 pounds overweight, to wear a Hogs shirt. Washington Hogs, not gonna happen.
Dude, my hair does look terrible. Oh wow, that's fantastic now.
What do you do to make it look better? Are you a man bun guy? Is that what goes on? What it's like? How do you make that look better?
I mean, yeah, I do. I do have a man bun every once in a while, but today, no, I just washed it. It's nice and clean.
I don't know. Just a man bun. You're a man bun guy.
You have to look shitty a lot until it grows out, and then even when it grows out, it still looks shitty. But
And then you accentuate how gray your hair is and how old you're getting.
yes, you do it because you want to show people that you still can say "F you establishment."
What are you doing now that you're for work and money and stuff now that you're in quarantine?
You're looking at it.
This is why I fuck with you, because most normal people would be like, oh man, I'm doing this to fill my time. I'm doing that to fill my time. It's all constructive, blah, blah, blah. But no, you're just bullshitting with me.
Yeah, no. I mean, I failed at gardening, but that was fun.
How long did that take you to fail at?
Since the quarantine started, that was my big project, and
Big project, and you said that.
seriously, I grew a cucumber about this big. Seriously, it was that big.
It's a really shitty cucumber.
It was. It tasted just like a cucumber. It was amazing.
It had stunted growth.
We had to split it into 4 so all of us could try it.
Yeah, you need to go to the grocery store and get you some of those steroided cucumbers that are gigantic.
Yeah, but see, then that wouldn't go with the whole organic hippie vibe,
Nothing about you is
Pumping
organic.
it up with steroids.
Aside from the long hair, nothing about you is hippie-ish.
Dude, that's very true.
I know this. You're not very socially... No, that's not true. I was about to say you're not very socially liberal, but then when I think about it, maybe you kind of are.
I don't know. I don't think I'm anything.
I don't think I'm anything. I just wander through life with no point of view about a fucking
I'm just
thing.
me.
Yeah, I'm just
I'm just me. I don't represent anything.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say you were the most fun interview that I did because you were definitely the loosest. Like you don't have like a real job that like somebody could fire you from, where it's like,
Mm-mm.
so it's just like, yeah, fuck it. And at the time I didn't either, so I think I was a little on the loose side.
Dude, your videos made me happy every time I watch. I've watched every single one of your videos, probably more than once at
Oh,
least.
really?
Yeah, I love your videos, dude. The swole, my favorite by far, my favorite. Swole.
Guess what's
That
getting
was
cut into this video? Swole.
that
I'll
I
tell you
am.
this. What's new with me is this stupid YouTube channel. We need to get one of my videos to like 1,000 views so it like registers with YouTube. That's my goal.
I hear those are the hardest. The first 1,000 are the hardest. Then after that, it's like maybe you told me that.
I don't know if I told you that or not, but it's because the algorithm begins to pick you up.
Got it.
That's what it is. So, and apparently it doesn't begin to pick you up unless like you have tons, because it's an algorithm. So it's got a couple of different factors, and it goes like one's like how length of viewing. So like if you have a bunch of 10, it's basically how the overall engagement of your page, and there's a bunch of different factors. So it's like, it used to be, from what I understand, just views. You know what I mean? So anything that had tons
Yeah.
of views would go to the top. But if you make like a how-to video, but it's awesome, and like 10, 20 people watch it, and like it begins to like escalate, then like that will pop to the top of the algorithm. So like just because something has a lot of views, if it's trash, it doesn't pop to the top.
Got it. Well,
Now I'm teaching you about Code Talkers. I'm teaching you about YouTube. We're just
this is amazing. I'm a sponge. Keep giving me information. This is great.
that's about all I've learned. But that was my cucumber patch, if you will, this YouTube thing over my my project.
So we're learning. That to me, that's the most important thing. And it's funny because I read something from Elon Musk that was talking about today's age. You can learn anything you want to on YouTube. You can become an expert at anything right now, just with the technology that we have out there. And I thought, you know what? That's true. I'm learning how to paint on YouTube.
How's it going? Do you have any samples?
Yeah, I think did I show them to you? Hold on.
No, the second one, that's sweet.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did it with like a it was like a sponge, like a little sponge type thing. It was cool.
They call that a sponge painting.
Yes. Is that what it is?
Yeah, dude, we did those in like elementary school. You don't know how to sponge?
I mean, look, amongst other things, I also use the paintbrush, so I don't call it brush painting. It's just kind of assumed. Oh, you're wearing a wedding band. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. If there's any YouTube groupies out there, we gotta fucking let them know.
You're married.
Spoken for.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you wear a wedding ring?
I don't know. I feel like it's the hippie thing to do. We don't need rings.
We just
have rings around. We have rings around our heart.
We just have this amazing connection.
We do.
How long does it take for you to be common law in South Carolina?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You've never thought about this?
Ooh, there's no such thing in South Carolina.
Ooh, man, that is a Republican place.
Yeah.
California, I'm pretty sure if you live with somebody for 10 years, you owe them half your shit.
Well, I think in Conway, South Carolina, you can still beat your wife on the steps of the courthouse on certain days.
Burn your leaves, beat your wife. I've been watching a lot of 600-Pound Life.
That's a show.
You don't know about this?
No.
Do you have cable?
600-Pound Life?
Do you have DirecTV?
No, I don't have cable. I watch Netflix and Amazon Prime. If it's not on there, I don't watch it.
All right, well, look, there's your first mistake, because unless it's on for you, nobody's going to seek out 600-Pound Life.
Not at all.
No, so it's basically a show where they document people that are like 600 pounds, and then they go to this dude named Dr. Now, who's this Persian dude, and the same show. It's the same episode every time. They basically will show them waking up. They're so huge, they can barely roll out of bed.
Ugh.
They show them they show them sitting on the toilet. You assume that they're taking a shit or something disgusting like that. Then they show them going into the shower, washing their folds, and that's them as like an adult. And then they begin again as like their childhood, and then every single one's got some kind of weird sexual trauma. I always fast forward through that part because it bums me out super bad. But then they get to a part where they're just eating tons and tons of food, and then I get like kind of envious. I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, I wish I could eat like that.
Yeah, I wish I could fucking crush like 3/4 pounders, a milkshake, a big Coke, and feel like no guilt about it whatsoever.
I've
But then
always wanted to kill a large pizza.
well, yeah, but actually, usually before like the McDonald's scene, they show them at breakfast right after they take their big, huge dump and just eating like a trop of eggs, just going ham on like just a trop of eggs, and then they show them going to McDonald's, and then they show them and they go like month one, and it's them on their drive down to Houston. They're super uncomfortable. They're usually in like a U-Haul with like some kind of like bed in the back so they can lay down. And they have to stop like every 20 minutes because their joints hurt. Oh my goodness. This whole
Like,
the whole show is just them like in total discomfort. But then they get to Dr. Now. And this is the part where I get like fired up. Like I get excited because it's the beginning of the progress.
getting fired up.
Got people on the scale and it's like 627 pounds or like whatever. And they're usually like 5'3". It's like, and then they're just exacerbated. It's like, dude, you haven't been able to leave the house in 3 years. The police had to come, fire department had to come and tear down your walls, and then the progress begins. And then Dr. Now just belittles them for being so huge and tells them he'll tie up their stomach if they lose like 80 pounds on their own in 2 months. Puts them on a 1,200 calorie diet. Oh man, that is my shit. That is like my new favorite show. I could watch an episode before we started doing this.
Dude, all I'm seeing right now is What's Eating Good But Great. Have you ever seen that movie?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm envisioning the mom right now, and they're gonna have to like. That's
They don't have a ton of dudes on the show. It's usually women.
Really.
They do definitely have dudes. Yeah.
I wonder what it is that gets people that big. It's got to be some sort of mental illness.
Well, then they take them to psychotherapy, and then they go through their sexual trauma, and then it's like, oh.
Now I understand. Yeah.
Now I understand. You're trying to keep everybody away from you.
Yeah.
It's depressing. The very beginning is very depressing. So just fast forward to the second hour, and like you're in business.
I was gonna say the whole thing sounds depressing.
I honestly can't believe I watch it. It's like, but I can't. I'm addicted to it, and it's like I try to pretend like I don't want to DVR it. Like I haven't been able to like DVR the entire series because I just don't want to get to that point. But I got a bunch of them on the DVR, like cocked and loaded, like just ready to go. Like my wife's not around. 600-pound life all day.
Oh, I mean, but see, Netflix has the same stuff. They have those trash TV where you typically watch them, just to pass time. But yeah 600-pound people, not my jam.
I turned on my Netflix the other day, and it was like in big letters, super embarrassing. But I was by myself, so it wasn't really embarrassing. But like, you ever get embarrassed in your head? Like recommended for you in big letters, and it was like teen romances, like right down the line. It's like, Netflix has picked up on my weird teen melodrama habit. Although I guess they don't have a lot of fat people documentaries, or else that would be recommended for me too.
Dude, that's hysterical.
And that's what goes on in my life. That's been going on for about 3 months, aside from this shitty YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about this Paramount social movement?
Well, we just raised like close to $5,000 for some local charities. That was pretty cool. That was through that when we were talking about that Grill to Grill We Care. We were, we were just kind of like part of it. It wasn't our doing, but it was pretty awesome actually. And I'm really happy that we were able to raise some money and keep raising awareness for what we're doing. And it's tough though right now because it's, with the COVID, it's really tough to get out there and help people and do what I want to do. But
Which would be a lot of events with tons of people.
Well, events, but also just hitting the ground, getting out there, getting supplies to kids and stuff like that need it. And I'm actually thinking about trying to start up it's going to be like, speaking of mental health, a mental health facility for kids. And back last summer when I was driving to Charleston every day, but they just don't have anything around here for kids. And what they do with kids that have like super ADHD or any kind of mental illness, they basically put them in the bad kid category in school, and they keep suspending them and push them to hopefully online schooling so that they don't have to deal with them. And yeah, so what happens is that these kids, if we had a facility like this here in Myrtle Beach, then they can go there, and it's like instead of going to school, they go to this facility, and they're working on mental care the entire time, and they don't exit the facility until they've reached a certain amount of stars or whatever it is, whatever they have laid out for them, so that they can operate in school, without getting suspended and without getting all these. It's been pretty amazing. So I think it'd be great to have something around here. So that would be the next thing I'm going to start raising money for, is to have a facility like that.
Huh.
Didn't mean to get all serious on you, but
yeah, well, you took this in a way different direction.
I know. That's what Paramount Social Movement does to me.
Man, I thought you were just growing cucumbers.
No. Ooh, you know what? That could be the next thing. Well, I mean,
you're gonna grow a cucumber for it?
Because they're delicious, and I put them in.
How are you gonna make money off a cucumber? Your cucumber is this big. There's a lot of innuendo you could say with that.
Do you know that you can eat a cucumber instead of drinking water, and you'll still stay hydrated because it has so much water inside of a cucumber?
No, that's a fun fact. I learned another fun fact. I think I was watching like TMZ or something like that. It was TMZ. They were talking about how cats don't meow at each other. They only meow at humans.
Interesting.
I did not Google this to verify. Matter of fact, nothing we have said has been verified by any reputable source.
Not at all. These are just
so take it for what it is.
But that's interesting.
Yeah, how funny is that? Like, we socialize them to speak to us. Talk about you never going to school when you were your children's age.
Oh, yeah. No, I actually, when I was in middle school, I went to school every day because I was picked up by the bus.
You're supposed to go to school every day.
But my mom...
I went to school every day. Like, you should get an award for going to school. And all right, go ahead. Sorry, I just cut you off.
Yeah. No, that is funny though. You should. Yes, you're right. Go to school every day. But my mom reminded me in 7th grade, in 8th grade, I would call her on a regular basis and say, "Mom, I need to go home. I have a runny nose. I need tissues." And honestly, that got me out of school every single time. I don't know how. And I would walk from Benjamin Tasker all the way to, 450 and 197. Walked that entire way just to go get tissues, and I'd stay home.
That entire way probably isn't even a mile.
It felt like uphill both ways.
But when you're skipping school and you got fucking asthma, man, that's a difficult walk.
But it wasn't until high school until I started not going to school.
Yeah, and I would not go to school with you all the time, and it was awesome. You had like a house of refuge for truants.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was good truants, though. We weren't ever doing any bad stuff.
No, you'd sit on the couch and watch like Maury Povich.
Oh, and eat like a huge bag of potato chips. I remember just eating potato chips
great
constantly.
Kool-Aid. I would put extra sugar in it every time.
Yum.
Own, not the house Kool-Aid, but my own drink of Kool-Aid. And you always had sour cream and chive Utz chips.
My parents like that. I don't even like sour cream and chive. That's my parents' thing.
And look, when you're skipping school and you need a snack, your house
any snack is good.
Grape Kool-Aid and chips, sour cream or otherwise, is awesome.
See, that doesn't sound so white privilege.
It sounds white trash, actually.
That it
so
was.
Clear.
That it was.
You know what else I remember? It's funny you bring up.
Again, my memory sucks.
Your memory, because you smoke a lot of weed. See, I don't smoke any weed, so I'm nice and clear.
I think that's a misnomer. I actually think that was propaganda to demonize this thing, because there really is nothing that it does to you other than it chills you out.
Sean, have you seen you? I'm going to send this interview back to you, and you tell me if this might be the weed. This.
Definitely not.
Looking at your little Zoom camera.
All of this
All that
is
all
me.
that isn't a sign that you might be smoking too much weed.
No, I don't think there's I don't think there's such a thing.
Smoking too much weed?
Yeah. I can understand drinking too much. I can understand
Well,
smoking too
drinking
many
is definitely
cigarettes.
dangerous.
I could understand, I don't know, drinking too much soda. But
600-pound life, man. These motherfuckers drink like 2 liters to the dome all day.
true, but smoking too much weed is not really a thing. That's just saying, like, you're going to be way too chilled out today if you smoke too much. Like, oh, no,
You're pretty chilled out.
I'm very chill.
That's why the people love you. The streets demanded to have more Sean Robey in their life.
You know what? I love it. I love my life. My life is good, man.
I thought you were about to say I love weed.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, yes, I do. But
I love it. I love it.
I love my life. Yeah, no, life is good, man. I can't complain.
How do you make money right now?
Well, we got unemployment.
That's good. You getting that extra 600?
Yeah, I don't, you know what? You know what's funny? Okay, I let Crystal handle everything. I have no idea.
Oh.
Dude, I have no idea how much unemployment I get. I don't even look at our bank statements. Like, I don't pay a bill. I don't even know what our bills are. Like, if you ask me, like, how much is your electric? Well, I only know about what our electric is because we have a pool and it's super high. So we're always trying to keep our electric down. But
Well, that you're on unemployment and have a pool.
oh, don't tell the government.
Don't tell Donald.
It's a small pool. It's a very, very small
It's
pool.
out of ground. Extra white trash. Don't worry. It's good. Above ground, you can call that.
Yeah, it's a baby pool. It's plastic.
It's a baby pool. Barely.
Yeah.
So you have a pool, so you kind of know what the electric is.
Yeah, but other than that, like, I'm lucky, I guess. I don't have to worry about that.
Oh man, see, I'm too much of a control freak. I need to have. It's at least 50-50. If not, I know more about it than she does because that makes me crazy not knowing where cash is going. Wonder what my credit score is.
I think that's probably the healthy way of doing it is combined both of you. But yes, I'm sure it would take a lot of stress off of her if I started helping out with things like that, which I probably should.
So what?
But,
so let me ask you. All right, look, I don't mean to jump, but I do got to ask.
okay.
If you're not working and you're not paying the bills,
yep.
What do you do all day?
Well, guess what? There's no gender roles here. I clean the house. I watch the kids. I do laundry. I take care of the yard and the garden and the plants and
gotta get the cucumbers swole.
Dude, I'm swole. But yeah, I do a lot. Although sometimes I feel like I'll sit down and watch a documentary for lunch and
hey, look, next time
I start feeling housewife vibes. You know, like
everything about what you said, but you're not even like a good housewife. You're kind of a shitty housewife.
Actually, this house looks amazing.
Your kids are
teenagers. It's always looked amazing. Huh?
Your kids are teenagers, though. How much work can that be?
Wait, hold on. I have 4, 5.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
I guess I forgot about her kids, which I guess you consider your kids.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's daddy daycare.
Wow, you're like Michael Keaton.
Yes, Mr. Mom, I'm telling you. I watched the movie right before we went on this journey, and I'm like, I can handle this.
Yeah, you watch Michael Keaton like every day just to get fired up for like your big day of vacuuming and like changing diapers.
Yeah, I watch Mr. Mom while I'm vacuuming.
You watch. The one thing I remember with Mr. Mom is like he's getting all butthurt because his quiche's in the oven and it's burning. His wife comes home and is like arguing with him.
And he's going the wrong way through the pickup line at school. Yeah.
Shout out to 1980s misogyny. Is that misogynistic? What is that? Sexist?
Ooh.
What is
I don't know. I don't know.
That movie's a strong 30 years old, at least.
Think about it.
How much we're dating ourselves?
I know. And think about it back then. That was breaking gender roles back then. So that's.
You're breaking gender roles now. Look at you.
For sure. Absolutely.
You're crushing it.
I mean, I know. I enjoy it. I now know what it feels like to be a 50s housewife. It's not easy. It's tough. When they say that they have a full-time job, they mean it.
Look, I'm just picturing you walking around the house in like a nightgown, addicted to pills, and just like waddling around with your wine and like taking like a very half-assed care of your children. But again, what the fuck do I know? God damn, motherfucker, you don't watch the news, do you? If you look it up in the dictionary. However, I didn't look that up either. COVID is just a big ruse. Is it a ruse or a rouge? Ruse.
Ooh, a ruse. Ruse.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, it's like
Roosevelt.
when somebody can stop this and like rewind it and go back and listen to how much of a dumbass I am in real life, it makes me very conscious of the words I use.
So what you're saying is to stop using Wayfair.
Don't use them because
Well, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking.
you speak Spanish.
Well, okay, but tons of other white people speak Spanish too. That doesn't give them.
Your mom isn't white.
I understand, but nobody realizes that. I mean, I'd have to bring my mom with me everywhere I went. To be like, see?
See? There's proof. Look, not a white guy.
Here she is.
See?
You know, my mom. I love you.